Welcome to Her Quiet Space. I'm your host, Kiara. This is a place for us to settle in, take a soft breath, and talk about the things that weigh on our hearts in the quiet moments. Today, I'm here with my dear friend, Carla.
Hi, Kiara. It's so lovely to be here.
I'm so glad you are. We wanted to talk about something that feels like a constant hum in the background for so many of us. It's this question: why am I so tired all the time, even when my life looks perfectly fine from the outside?
Ugh, that question. I feel like I ask myself that at least once a day. It's, on paper, everything looks good. Great, even. I have a job I care about, my family is healthy, the house is mostly clean.
Right, all the boxes are checked.
Exactly. But I get to the end of the day, or sometimes just the middle of it, and I feel this bone-deep exhaustion. And it's not a sleepy kind of tired, it's heavier than that.
Heavier, yes, it's like a weight. And there's this layer of guilt that comes with it, isn't there? Because you look around and think, what do I have to be so tired about? I haven't run a marathon, I just existed through another Tuesday. Oh, the guilt is huge. It feels so ungrateful almost to have all this good stuff in your life and still feel so completely drained. I find myself putting on a smile, performing the role of the woman who has it all together. And it shows up physically, doesn't it? It's not just in your head. It's the tension you carry in your shoulders, the shallow breathing, the headaches that come out of nowhere. It's your body keeping score of all that invisible work, screaming for a break in the only way it knows how. The performance. I think that's a huge part of the exhaustion itself, holding up that mask, because being honest about it feels like you're complaining or failing somehow. Yes, exactly. I wonder if part of it is that we misunderstand what's making us tired. We think about the physical things, the laundry, the driving, the actual work, but we don't always account for the invisible work, the constant mental and emotional load. The mental load. It's like having 100 tabs open in your brain at all times, and you're the only one who knows what's in each tab. And you can't close them. Who needs new shoes for camp? When is that permission slip due? Did I remember to check in on my friend who's having a hard time? What are we having for dinner on Thursday? It's endless. And it's not just remembering, it's the anticipating. Anticipating everyone's needs before they even know they have them. Sensing the mood in a room and trying to manage it. Planning for contingencies. That's the work that nobody sees. It's like this low-grade hum of responsibility running in the background all day long. A hum of responsibility. I love that phrase because it's not loud, it's quiet, but it never, ever stops. And that constant vigilance, that emotional labor, it drains your battery in a way that physical labor just doesn't. It really does. It's decision fatigue, too. Making thousands of tiny decisions all day, from what to pack for lunch to how to gently phrase an email. By the end of the day, your decision-making power is just gone. And then someone asks you what you want for dinner, and it feels like the hardest question in the world. Oh, absolutely. It's a running joke in our house. Don't ask me after 7 p.m. So, if this invisible load is the source of so much of the exhaustion, where do we even begin? It feels so big, so systemic. How do you find a little bit of rest in all that? That's the real question, isn't it? For me, it hasn't been about finding some magic solution. It's been about finding tiny pockets of quiet, small acts of, reclaiming my own energy. Pockets of quiet. Tell me more.
Well, for instance, it started with saying no to things that weren't an absolute yes for me. Even small things, like a social event I felt obligated to go to, saying no gave me back 2 hours on a Saturday. And in those 2 hours, I did absolutely nothing. I sat on the porch with a cup of tea and just was. And it didn't feel lazy. The guilt didn't creep in. A little at first, but then I realized that doing nothing was actually doing something. It was recharging that background processor. Another thing, leaving my phone in another room for an hour, just to stop the input, to let my brain close some of those tabs without new ones opening. I think what I'm hearing is it's about being intentional. It's not about waiting for a vacation or a spa day. It's about building little moments of stillness into the architecture of a regular day, giving yourself permission to not be productive, to not anticipate the next thing, even for just 10 minutes. Exactly. Permission, that's the key word. Giving yourself permission to rest, even when the to-do list is a mile long, because you're not a machine, you're a person, and you deserve that quiet space. This conversation has been I feel lighter just talking about it. Thank you, Carla. I think the most important takeaway is just the validation, knowing you're not alone in this feeling, that it's a shared experience, this quiet exhaustion. So for anyone listening who feels that heavy tiredness, who feels that guilt, please know we see you. Your feelings are real and they are valid. You are carrying so much, seen and unseen. And maybe this week you can find one small pocket of quiet, one moment where you give yourself permission to just be. If something in today's conversation resonated with you and you feel like sharing your story or even a question that's been sitting in your heart, our inbox is always open. You can write to us at herquietspacepod@gmail.com or leave a comment right here. And if there's something you'd love for us to talk about on a future episode, tell us. We're listening. And we'll be back tomorrow with another friend of mine to talk about more of those quiet, meaningful things in a woman's life that we don't always say out loud, but all deeply feel. Thank you for spending this time with us. Be gentle with yourself, and we'll see you again tomorrow, here in Her Quiet Space.